Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Trevor Bauer gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, you can see right there, he's eclipsed that 200 strikeout number. Really been good this year and missing a lot of bats.
Hit to short. Gloved by Russell. 1 away. And now a shot of the Cardinals starting lineup is set by Mike Matheny. How do they go about taking down their rival, Steve?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
And that misses 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Adam Wainwright is on the mound for the Cardinals. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Dexter Fowler will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title.
Here's a guy who's in the conversation for batting title, and over his last 10 games, he's hit over 330.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Rips this one to first. And boy, just get out of the way of that one. He'll be on base to start the inning.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Striding into the box, Corey Seager. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Wainwright comes set, ready with the 1-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And they won't get Fowler as he takes second with ease.
And that may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Fryer has it. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Runners are at first and third with none out. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Peralta in foul ground. And no shot for Holiday. It's a foul ball. Runners at the corners here. Nobody out. Smoke toward third. Peralta with a great stop. The second for one. Not in time.
Man, almost a great play.
A major league effort, but he couldn't finish the play, so the run comes in to score. Standing in now, Anthony Rizzo hit sharply toward the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Oh, just a great swing right there. This is a cut fastball, which it'll work back toward a left-handed hitter. He just squares this ball up and rips it into right field.
Josh Reddick will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High and deep to right center field. Grichuk ranging back. Gone. A fence scraper, but still good for 3 runs. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Boy, give these guys some credit. They've come into this game swinging the bats, and they've jumped all over this guy. 3-run homer here makes it 4-0 already here in the first, and these guys look like they're out for more.
Kyle Schwarber steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Hard hit ball to second, taken in by Carpenter. On to first, and there were 2 down. And now time to check how Joe Maddon has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's reached the 20 steals mark on the year, and that speed he showcases can really cause problems for a defense. It's always fun to watch him when he's on base.
Grounded to third. Peralta's there. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Brandon Moss will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Bauer's ready. Here comes the 3-2. Just hung in there on that one. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. A little bouncer. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Matt Holliday will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up on that inside corner, or this guy will bury you.
Ball 2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
They tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. Didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Well, tough to start a game much better than this. He's run through these first 5 guys pretty easily. This is already his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Looks like he's in it for the long haul here.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Fowler moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail here 4-0. Miguel Montero will get his first shot now, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to the right. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away. And with a quick breather here, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, If there's a ball hit out to center field in this one, and I'm the third base coach, I am not going to send him. He has a cannon out there in center field. Everybody knows it. We'll see if he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. That's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Dexter Fowler will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
And, you know, guys, I just love the way he went the other way with that. Now I'm interested to see if he has a similar approach in this at-bat.
1-2, here it comes. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Line toward the gap in left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a two-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Grichuk going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
But now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him. And in the second inning, once he makes sure he's okay physically, he'll be saying, hey, look, let's put all that's just happened behind us and focus on the task at hand.
Kris Bryant will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work at corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. Fryer is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. They lead it 4. Ruben Tejada will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Into the box now, Eric Fryer. Chopped foul at the plate, and will do it again. Bauer gets the sign, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. And another foul ball. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Pitching 101 right there. They run the fastball in tight on 0-2, and then here he comes with that big sweeping curveball away, and they get him fishing for it.
Adam Wainwright will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 4-0. Josh Reddick digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Grichuk waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Settling in now, Kyle Schwarber. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Sent on the ground out to second. Carpenter has it. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now. 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Addison Russell stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. A scoreless half inning there from Adam Wainwright. Now let's see if the bats will follow suit. They're down 4-0. Stephen Piscotty will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, and still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Bauer pauses. 1-1 on its way. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Fowler has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Lifted in the air out to center field. Fowler has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Brandon Moss stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Tap foul at home plate. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away. Matt Holliday gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We've got more on this. Miguel Montero is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for his strike 1 and 2.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. Miguel Montero, a solo home run. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
The center fielder, number 24, Dexter Fowler.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dexter Fowler. He singled his last time up. A pause and the 0-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. High and deep to right center. Grichuk racing back. Still going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Dexter Fowler has just clubbed a milestone home run. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, it's obviously not easy hitting home runs, Matt. That's why the best power guys are so popular. I suspect this one feels a little extra special, but I'm sure he'll keep things in perspective. He's not a threat to any record just yet.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And that will spell the end of the evening here for Adam Wainwright. So he'll make a beeline for the showers, I'm sure, as he's going to want to put this awful night behind him as quickly as possible. Mike Lee is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Called strike on the sinker, 2-2 now. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as we take a look there at the team leaderboard, you can see he ranks 3rd best on this Chicago ball club.
Well, he hasn't exactly been tearing the league apart, but he's making enough noise with the bat to be respected. Clearly, he's a large piece of this offense.
Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, we always talk about pitch speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
Anthony Rizzo will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Josh Reddick strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Now both runners are breaking. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Kyle Schwarber stands in. The 8th man to bat in the inning as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, this has been a very nice inning for them so far, but it still could get better.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2. 3 runs already home here. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. Johnny Peralta heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
Fowler comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, Eric Fryer.
Now to the plate, Eric Fryer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. This one's flared toward left center. Schwarber is calling for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Yadier Molina will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Line softly out toward left center. In there, a base hit.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, if they can chip away, maybe get a run or 2 here, they can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cards strand a couple. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Tyler Duffy is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Addison Russell will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. Hit out towards second. Carpenter is there. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Well, with 2 strikes, you've got to protect up there, even on a curveball that's a borderline strike. But he could only manage to get this one off the end of his bat, and it winds up being a simple little ground out.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Into the box, Miguel Montero. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Moss will handle this one, and there are 2 away now.
Well, a fairly easy play that time, crossing into foul ground. He's got to keep his eye on the base coach for a moment there, but he puts it away without much trouble.
Stepping in now, Trevor Bauer. 1-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But Randal Grichuk will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
When you take a look there at the line from our starter, I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
When we get a look there at his pitches by inning, he's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Brandon Moss stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more Sun. Dexter Fowler We'll stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
In now, Corey Seager. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, third baseman
Kris Bryant digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Steve Lombardozzi will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Lombardozzi.
Line drive to left. And that's down in front of Holiday for a base hit. So that's their 12th hit of the ballgame so far. And although this isn't a stat that's referred to all that often, we'll take a look at the season-long total for hits by a team.
Yeah, and there you see where they rank in that stat category. So we know they're going to make contact up there. This coaching staff has done a great job all season with these hitters. It's really paying off.
Chase Utley will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. There goes the runner. Hit hard back up the middle. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. Matt Holliday set to lead things off when we come back. It's the Cubs. Steve Lombardozzi is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Chase Utley will stay in the ballgame as he'll take over at first base. Matt Holliday will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through.
Now
He's
in
got to do
center
something to
field,
get this
number
guy out of the
38.
role that he's been on.
Rusney Castillo is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field. Ben Zobrist is also into the ballgame now as he takes over at second. Rob Refsnyder is also into the ballgame as he'll assume duties in left field. Munenori Kawasaki is also into the game as he takes over at short. Wilson Contreras is also into the ballgame as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Bauer into his motion, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone. 1 gone for the Redbirds in the 7th, and that'll bring in the third baseman, Johnny Peralta. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
It's just so hard to lay off that slow changeup. He just did break that swing off in time.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop
Ruben Tejada will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Refsnyder going back on it at the track. The wall. Gone! A solo shot here to left, and they're now on the board, though still well behind. Standing in now, Eric Fryer. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. This is line to left. Refsnyder is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen.
1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Cubs 7 and the Cardinals. Josh Reddick will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Grichuk. 1 down.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Rob Refsnyder will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. And now a pitch swung on and lifted toward Holiday and straight away left. And that's out number 2.
Up next for the
Stepping in, Munenori Kawasaki, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to short. To his left, Tejada. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs are down in order. They're on top 7-1. Brian Pena is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
29, Brian Pena.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. C.J. Edwards will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Reddick has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter. Right fielder.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Oh, that's a guy up there pretty clearly gearing up for the fastball there, and he didn't get it. That's a good pitch to throw on a 3-1 count to keep a guy honest.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
There's a look at the inning-by-inning recap. 7-1 our score as we play the 8th inning of this one. Rendell Grichuk will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Hit hard towards center, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Well, that might have been ball 4 there, but he says, hey, I've got this bat in my hand for a reason. Sends it out to center field for a base hit.
Softly hit toward the hole. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Jonathan Broxton will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Wilson Contreras will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. In the air to left field and deep. Back on this one is Holiday, but he's going to run out of real estate as that one is gone. A solo shot here to left as this is now a 7-run ball game.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Kelly Dugan will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25, Kelly Dugan.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
This crowd, likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
Piscotty is over. 1 out.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Rusney Castillo
Digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Froxton sets. They'll try to put him away here on 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, he's made 5 or 6 quality pitches in this inning, but he just made the one bad one. And you can bet that's the one he's going to remember when he gets back to the dugout. Good job here, though, because he bounced back to retire the next 2 guys that he faced.
Here it comes on 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases.
Nearly a great play out left. You'll see him jump for this ball and not quite be able to pull it in. That's going to get over his head and wind up a double.
Into the box now, Steve Lombardozzi. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that's in there, base hit. Around third now is Zobrist. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 9-1 ball game.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. The pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Driven to deep right field. Piscotty racing back. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign.
Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
On the money.
So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 9 and the Cardinals. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Trevor May will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Brendan Moss will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You got to see this through right to the end of the game.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. That's smoked, but right into the shift. And that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th.
Now batting,
Matt Holliday ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a pretty decent at-bat. As I remember, he saw a lot of pitches and really made the guy on the mound earn that strikeout.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
now batting, Third baseman.
Johnny Peralta gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Reddick shading to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. Now, he's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And I think just about everybody wound up having a hand in this victory as they go on to win this one by 8 runs.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Dexter Fowler. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
Playoff contending teams are making their final push to the end of the year. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Chicago Cubs combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-2. At the moment, the Pirates are in 3rd place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first.
One of the best views you'll find in all of baseball. Downtown Pittsburgh in PNC Park. Tonight, the finale of this 4-game set between the Chicago Cubs. Jeff Locke will be on the mound for Game 4. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, in his last outing, he threw real well. Went into the 8th inning and got his ball club to win. So try and do that again here.
Locke's ready. Here it comes on 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base.
In the second spot tonight,
Eduardo Escobar will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the .330 mark to begin playing.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Shot back up the middle, but the catch is made on the line out there. Will they have a shot at doubling him off first? With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's a home run threat every time he steps into the box. If they want to shut him down, they're going to have to be careful and keep the ball low in the zone. Don't give him anything he can drive.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Under it now is Marte to pull it in for out number 2. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard-hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. It's the Cubs 0, Pirates coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball. Jason Hamill gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, remember last year he had an ERA under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the 1st. 8th home run on the season for him, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead. Jung Ho Kang will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for a hit. Andrew McCutchen will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well. So there's a lot of extra base hits to go along with that stellar average.
Line to the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. What's the key for him if they want to split this series, Steve?
Well, this team doesn't hit all that many doubles, so they're going to have to string some hits together. But a few more extra base hits could really jumpstart a rally for you, and I think that could help this ball club.
Batting fifth,
John Jaso will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
Yeah, and unless he was going on his own down there at third, they were using that contact play where you're told wherever and whenever the ball's hit, you're off and running. You're not even paying attention to what's going on. You've got to go. They love to play an aggressive style on the bases, and it gets them a run right there.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Rounded down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. A little bouncer. That's foul, so the battle will continue.
Neither guy giving in here. This is a great at-bat.
Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Second inning coming up from PNC Park. Rob Refsnyder makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Eric, we look at this Pirate Ball Club as they enter play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Well, and that's exactly what you want to do right there. Get yourself another ground ball, and that's a good way to start the second as he gets the easy ground out.
Locke gets the sign. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Stepping in now, Rusney Castillo. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2.
This is a guy that doesn't really have great velocity, so when he elevates the fastball, it can lead to big problems. He gets away with it this time, though.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Marte going back, still going back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They're still down. It's 2-0. Jordy Mercer will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Line towards center field. Castillo is there, and he has it for the first out. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this former USD Torero, Chris Bryant, one of the best in the game offensively, doesn't get a lot of accolades for his defense, though. Can play any one of a number of positions, but really settling in comfortably at third base. He's got soft hands. He's got an excellent arm. Very rare for a guy of his size.
And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Batting ninth, pitcher.
Into the box, Jeff Locke. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Well, much, much better here in the second inning.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Jason Hamill set to lead off the third. 9, 1, and 2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
David Ross will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, David Ross.
Chopped weakly to the left. Gong scoops it up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The second baseman,
Ben Zobrist will get a second shot now. He worked out a walk to open the ball game.
And you know, Matty, it was a really good at-bat he put together, too. He saw a lot of pitches, and that's exactly what you want from your leadoff guy.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for him. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Lock into the windup. Here's the 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
2 quick outs in the inning. This hitter's job is to work the count, get on base, and give his middle-of-the-order hitters a chance in this inning.
2 out, nobody on. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Josso will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that will end the inning. Rafael Montero is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Into the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Jung Ho Gong strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Ground ball left side. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 22.
Andrew McCutchen stands in for that bat. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now. That's popped up now towards short right field. And Zobrist will make the catch, and that'll be that. Down in order go the Pirates, but they're on top 2-0. Chris Bryant is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Oh, definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat. Locke has his target, 1-1 on its way. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Harrison has it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Rob Refsnyder will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Starling Marte is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Moving under it, Caesar. 1 down.
Now batting,
John Jaso stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. On that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're up 2-0. Leading off the inning, Matt Caesar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
swung on and chopped up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good job of staying with it that time as he's retired.
Now batting, center
Rusney
fielder.
Castillo is at the plate now.
Castillo.
Flied out in his first at-bat. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Castillo now heading for second. Around second. He'll try for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
The catcher,
Wilson
number 40.
Contreras is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Polanco. Still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. And with it, the Cubs have battled back to tie things at 2.
Well, that's going to be a wake-up call out there on the mound. He was cruising along with a 2-0 lead, but he makes one mistake here in location, and all of a sudden, boys, we've got ourselves a tie ball game.
Josh Phegley will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 19, Josh Phegley.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Lock sets. Here's the 1-1. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
Still 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. McCutchen on the move. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
And, you know, they were not catching up to that fastball early on, but they're catching up to it now. You can see he's all over this one and just waffles this thing. Rips it all the way to the wall, and he's into second with 2 bases.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Line drive to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And a relay home. And he will beat the tag at the plate as he scores to make it a 3-2 game.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure they were going to send him on that ball. This was hit awfully hard, but they decided to roll the dice and take a chance to score him, and it's going to wind up paying off.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Chopped at the plate. That winds up foul for the second strike. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Hit hard to short. Taken in by Mercer. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Trevor Cahill is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Leading off the inning, Jordy Mercer, and they'll need him to get something going here. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Down by a run, your guys need you on base any way you can get there. Now you got to shrink that strike zone down and not go after anything that's not right there for you.
Now batting, catcher
Eric Kratz in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Hit hard to the right side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
The pitcher, 49.
Jeff Locke, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 25.
So striding in, Gregory Polanco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Escobar takes it in. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Pirates leave 1. Still a... Anthony Rizzo makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Bullet back up the middle, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
Yeah, and that might give you an idea of how his stuff is starting to straighten out just a little bit here now. It's the 3rd time through the lineup, and guys weren't getting a ton of solid contact earlier, but as his pitch count rises, they're starting to zero in on him now.
Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. Well, the first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a 1-out single.
The 1-2 pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Archimedes Caminero will be the new pitcher. Standing in now, Rusney Castillo. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Wilson Contreras will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 4-2 Chicago. Jung Ho Kang will start out the inning here for the Pirates, to be followed by Andrew McCutchen waiting on deck. Adam Warren will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Number 45.
Leading off the inning, Jung Ho Kang, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Andrew McCutchen will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the over so far.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Starling Marte stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Castillo's after it. And that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Pirates. Still down by a count of 4-2. Steve Lombardozzi is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Number 18.
So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Ben Zobrist. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. On the ground near home. Kratz is up with it on to first, and there were 2 down.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good strong throw to first to get him easily.
Into the box now, Eduardo Escobar. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Stretch time coming up here in Pittsburgh. It's the Cubs 4 and the Pirates 2. Trevor May will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Trevor May.
Leading off the inning, John Jaso, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
3-1 now.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th. Josh Harrison will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Grounder down the line at 3rd. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? 1 there. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Chris Bryant will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
1-2. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Rob Refsnyder gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Ready with the 0-2. High and deep to straightaway right. Polanco ranging back. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they... Eric Kratz digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. Greg Holland is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. Leading off the inning, Eric Kratz, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Holland's ready, needs a strike here on 3-0. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th. Francisco Cervelli will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Francisco Cervelli.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Gregory Polanco strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Now pitching for Chicago.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Gregory Polanco will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away.
And now he gets to face some fresh meat. He's already got 1 homer in this game, remember.
Refsnyder has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
And with a righty on deck and a righty in the pen, this may wind up being a 1-pitch outing for him. But if so, it was a pretty darn good one.
Kelvin Herrera will take over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Jung Ho Kang will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Pittsburgh, PA. 9th inning about to start in this one. Justin Masterson will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Matt Caesar, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Masterson gets the sign. Here's the 3-2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Rusney Castillo gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Liner towards second, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
The catcher, number
Wilson
4.
Contreras is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
The pitcher, number 46, Kelvin Herrera.
Kyle Schwarber will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben.
Striding into the box, Ben Zobrist. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 1-2. Drilled right back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 5-2.
Well, when you break it all down, there are three things you got to have to be successful. Pitching, defense, and the clutch hitting. These guys have been able to ride all three so far. That's a big 2-out RBI there.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is McCutchen. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom. Hector Rondon will come on now trying to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth. Striding in to start the ninth, Andrew McCutchen, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle, and this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit. Starling Marte will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Now batting.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, John Jaso. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Aroldis Chapman is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. John Jaso will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as they'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout here as it'll remain second and third, but with 1 away now. Here comes the payoff pitch. Tap foul at home plate. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Jordy Mercer makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning. Swing and a miss, and with that, the Bucks are down to perhaps their final strike of the ball game. And another foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. David Freese will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big, big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. C.J. Edwards will get a late call now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up the save. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Yeah, what a nice job to come in here and finish this one off. And with that, he picks up career save number 1. So nice going.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. A big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to the show.
The final postseason teams are jockeying for position. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Cubs total 11 hits as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 7-4. It was their 5th straight victory. As of today, the Reds sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Cubs are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Pittsburgh Pirates allowed 5 hits in the game as they beat the Cardinals on the road 2-1. Michael Wacha took the loss in this one despite racking up 12 punch-outs in the effort. At the moment, the Cardinals sit in second place in the National League Central, but they currently hold a spot in the
Live from the banks of the Ohio, we welcome you to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Homer Bailey, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, his whip is above league average. Been dependable, but does run into some trouble. So we'll see how he fares in this one.
Dexter Fowler will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin play.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
Bailey's ready, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Eric, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And this is taken for a called 3rd strike as the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. Corey Seager will dig in for the first time now. 1 home run shy of 30 on the year so far. 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. Chris Bryant will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Cozart has it. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Can't ask for much more there out of Homer Bailey. It's the Cubs 0 with the Reds coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Corey Kluber gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, he's having a nice, solid season so far. In his last outing, won his 15th game of the season. Throwing really well. We'll see if he can do it again here.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To first. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, Matty, the guy to look out for is Brandon Phillips. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often. Yeah, a 1-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. Now you've got the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up. Let's see if they can turn this into the first run of the ball game.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. EK, one of your old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
But they are in for a tough test here this afternoon as they are facing one of the best pitchers around. But the way they've been playing lately, I don't think they're going to be too fazed by it.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs' alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Reds leave 1 after 1, no score. Anthony Rizzo will stand in, and he enters play with the 6th highest home run total in the National League.
Well, and that's exactly what you want from your corner infielders. You gotta love having those big boys down the lines that drive the ball out of the yard.
Irvin is there, and he has it for the first out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Josh Reddick will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. Pulled toward right center field. Bruce giving chase. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting second.
Oh, you can definitely feel and tell that it's October out there. There's a little bit of moisture in the air. Here, this ball sounded pretty good off the bat, and you wonder if it would have been a different story if it was mid-July out there.
And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. Hard hit ball to second, and that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit.
And after setting down the first 5 to start the afternoon, he finally gives up his first hit here with 2 outs in the second. And that's important because you don't want to let a guy coast through these early innings. You want to mount at least a little bit of pressure out there.
Bailey pauses. Here's the 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
Batting 8th, catcher, Wilson
Contreras gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Devin Mesoraco will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Yeah, even though he walks him here, that's not really a terrible pitch. I don't think it's a strike, but it's definitely a pitch you'll get a lot of guys to wave at. Sometimes it's okay to keep trying to get guys to chase on 3-2.
Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he's retired here, one away.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, maybe this turns into a double play ball. But with the bat shattering here, just too much going on to even think about, too. So he'll take that sure out at first instead.
Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first takes care of Phillips, and he's retired for out number 2.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Coming to the plate now, Phillip Ervin, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 2 full, and we are tied. Welcome back to Cincinnati for Major League Baseball on the show from Great American Ballpark. Corey Kluber set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know, it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
And 1 away now here in the Chicago third.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher. And he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Dexter Fowler will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game.
And they sent him packing on a breaking ball, too. And if it's me, I come right back with it.
Bailey sets his sights. Here comes the 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Bailey with a look at first and a dive, but he's back. Third inning, no score to this point. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base that they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He's running again. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. And now he's on the move again for second. Belted high in the air out to left. Duvall going back on it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Chris Bryant stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here it comes on 1-1. Runner goes for second. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. He's on the move again from first. Hit the other way out toward right field. And Bruce will make the catch, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Homer Bailey digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center, a base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning. Eugenio Suarez will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. Tap fouled at home plate. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 2.
Into the box now, Zach Cozart. He reached on a single in his first try. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. So a runner at first with 2 away, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Jay Bruce stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More ahead from Great American Ballpark right after this. Anthony Rizzo is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Now a bunt attempt here. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
And the count will be full. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. High and deep to straightaway right. Bruce looking up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run here for Josh Reddick. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
This just shows you how versatile a player this guy really is. I mean, earlier in the at-bat, he was bunting for a hit. Later on, he says, hey, wait, why am I bunting when I have home run power? He can beat you in a lot of ways, that's for sure.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Cozart comes up with it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
The second baseman, number 8.
Striding into the box, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Calling for it, Duvall, and that retires the side. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Devin Mesoraco, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4. Adam Duvall will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Inside and low, 2-1.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Schwarber racing back, and that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Reds now take a 2-1 lead.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Reddick moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Phillip Ervin. He got called out on strikes his last time through. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
You learn a lot in your first year in the big leagues. I mean, this is a guy that's never struggled in his whole life. Now he's in the big leagues, and it's a whole new ballgame. You've got to learn to adjust pretty darn quickly up here.
Stepping in now, Homer Bailey. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Kluber's ready. We'll try to put him away here on 2-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my. Leading off the inning, Wilson Contreras, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Bailey gets the sign. 1-1 on its way. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
I tell you what, it's tough to try and outthink this guy out there. Seems like whatever pitch he throws, you're stuck looking for something else.
And he'll have himself a leadoff single as this is through into left. The pitcher, Corey Kluber, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Kelly Dugan will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Duvall going back on it at the track. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Dexter Fowler will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. And there he goes towards second. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 36 on the year for him. And it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead.
Well, you know this guy's hit a lot of home runs this year, and most of them have been prodigious shots. Big flies, no doubters. So every now and again, you know, you got to give him one of these. And you can see it right here, right off the foul pole, and hey, they all count.
Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call, and looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times, probably.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. To short, hit hard. Fielded by Cozart. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up, and Chicago's taking a 3-2 lead. Rafael Montero is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Eugenio Suarez will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I think he finally said to himself, all right, look, you've had your chances to hit that off-speed stuff, but now you're getting the fastball at 94. And that wound up finally doing the trick.
Into the box, Zach Cozart. High in the air out to center field. There to take it is Fowler, as that becomes out number 2.
The first baseman, number 19.
Joey Votto will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Squared that one up just a little late. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as we take a look at the Reds' leaders in that category, you can see his name tops the chart.
Yeah, and when a guy can post numbers like that, his teammates just expect him to produce game after game. He's a hitting machine for them.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati. Still a 3-2 ball game. Anthony Rizzo makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Bailey into his motion. Here's the 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Into the box now, Josh Reddick. Ripped on the ground to first. Cozart for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, the fielder.
Kyle Schwarber will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
And, oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
1 strike.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. He pulls this one into right. Bruce is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies, but they still lead it 3-2. Devin Mesoraco gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
And here's a look at the numbers from the last time he took the hill. And, hey, he wound up getting the win in relief. So he'd like to see his guys wind up on the winning end of this one, too.
Adam Duvall will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Reddick is there, 2 down.
Making a bid here to get on base is the potential tying run. But this ball just didn't want to drop for him and winds up finding the outfielder's glove.
Standing in now, Brandon Phillips. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And you don't want to put this guy on as the tying run because you'd have a ton.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Reds are down in order. They're down 3-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Michael Lorenzen is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Ben Zobrist will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4. Wilson Contreras steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Miguel Montero will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Miguel Montero.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Lifted into the air out toward center field. Irvin shading to his right. 1 down.
The pitcher, number 50, Rafael Montero.
Steve Lombardozzi will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 30.
Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Hit down the line at first. Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove. The throw to third. And he is in there.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average, it'll climb a few more points.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Has to be thinking strikeout here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's 4-2.
Now batting.
And here's a situation where he's probably keeping at least one eye on that runner at third base to see if he's breaking or not. But once he bobbles this thing, it's all academic from there.
Corey Seager stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Kris Bryant gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
1-2. 1-2. And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. Miguel Montero will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 48, Miguel Montero.
Adam Warren will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Leading off the inning, Phillip Ervin, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th. Jose Peraza will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
He'll go to the bag for 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio Suarez will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Zach Kozar. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Bryant is up with it. Zobrist. The relay on to first, the double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday. Cody Reed will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rizzo, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Full count, here it comes. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4. Josh Reddick gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Chop foul right at home plate. Runners on the move for second. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. On the move again from first. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bruce has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first down.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Rusney Castillo will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Castillo.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another. Ben Zobrist digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pitch outside, the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Yeah, and here's another look at this one. This is from about 1,500 feet up in the air. It's the blimp cam, everybody. And you saw the jump he got, and he had that one stolen easy.
4 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's 5-2.
Maybe an important run right there, and you got to figure every run's important in a low-scoring ball game. But that now pushes the lead to 5-2, so you got to think that they're liking their chances right about now.
Miguel Montero steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. David Ross will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Runner on first with 2 away. Now a snap throw to first. And he throws it away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Irvin ranging back, still going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same, a home run. So with that home run, he's now just 2 shy of an even 100 for his career.
Well, 100 home runs is a nice round number, Matt, but not such a big number that he'll get too excited about it. I'm sure he'll get the ball, put it on his shelf, and move on.
Rob Refsnyder will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. 3 runs already home here. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom. Rusney Castillo will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. David Ross will stay in the ballgame as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 3.
Will Smith is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Number 13.
Joey Votto will get the first chance here in the inning for the Reds. After him comes Jay Bruce. Scorched to third. A quick out number 1. Jay Bruce will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Greg Holland will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8.
Greg Holland.
Devin Mesoraco will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. J.J. Hoover come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Dexter Fowler is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the fifth. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. And we've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. Two different locations, but equally effective.
Stepping in, Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. And there's strike three, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on top 7-2. Striding in to start the ninth, Adam Duvall. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball, 1 gone. Now in the box, Tucker Barnhart. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Tucker Barnhart.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Backhanded. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Runners on first with 1 down. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
The batter,
Jose Peraza, makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row, and it's not looking like this hot spell's going to end anytime soon.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. A big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to the Show Nation.